Hey everybody, my name is Guido Santella, and I teach at South Hills School of Business and Technology in Altoona. And I teach computer technology, I teach information technology, and I teach software development and programming. So at this event, they asked me to talk about career paths in computer technology and really kind of what they're like and what some of the things I've done and, what I like and what I don't like about the job. So I really just wanted to get started that I'm the kind of person that likes being behind the computer. I just like solving problems with computers. I got a computer when I was young and I was fascinated by this thing sitting on my desk that I could work with and kind of control and really just explore. It was all about exploring this new thing, this new realm, this internet, and this way that these computers are all connected. And that was just I'm still every day I'm super excited about what the things I have to do are on these devices. I mean, look at this video. And I think actually you are probably the person that also likes working with computers because you signed up to know a little bit more about computer networking and computer programming and what these things are really like. So think about this video. Like, there's not a professional video team on the other side of that camera doing this. Someone said, shoot a video. So I was like, okay, I will somehow connect a camera to a computer. I will get some device. I have an Elgato capture card. So I got 1080p running here. And I just loved solving that problem. Okay, so I'm an IT person, right? So I've had various jobs where I have to do information technology work. And that includes every piece of tech in a business, every piece of tech in an organization. You're the person that kind of has to understand how it works because you're going to be there when it breaks. You're going to be there to fix it. You're going to be there to set it up the best way. But yeah, think about IT. Think about your schools. There are people that work at your schools that had to figure out, where does the wireless access point go? So I get wireless connectivity to all the students' cell phones. Or those same people have to figure out how not to lose your grades each marking period. I guarantee you they're backed up. They might be backed up in multiple places at the school district. They may also be backed up to the cloud. And do you really think someone waits until after school to push a button to save it in the cloud? No, they write like 10 lines of code in a script, and it automatically every day gets saved somewhere in the cloud. And some techie like us had to figure that out. Besides IT, there's also coders and software development people that write code all day. It varies. They might be web designers writing HTML code and CSS code to make these websites look beautiful. They might be back-end programmers that are like really working and connecting code to databases and storing all this data about your grades. I mean, some code has to do that. Code is really interesting. It connects people together. It connects systems together. And someone has to know how to write this code to connect all this. And that's a full-time job, a programmer, software developer. You also have security people. I mean, look, there's computers everywhere. There's surveillance cameras. There are wireless access points. There are printers. There are computers. There are laptops, Chromebooks, and iPhones, and Android tablets, and Android devices. Someone has to fix them. They all connect, some wirelessly, some wired. Someone at the school had to set up this box that all the wires from all of the computers connect to. That's another specialty. Someone had to run wires in the walls. That's another specialty in computer technology. So here's the thing, you don't have to be good at all of it. You just have to be good at as much of it as you can, but you have to be good at something. And then you join a team. And the best part about this is that you can find all this stuff out there. Like if you want to get into this, don't wait for your teachers. Don't wait till you go to some other school. Start learning today. Get out your smartphone, push every button. What do all those settings do? Go to your workstation. If you're a gamer, figure out how to mod your game. Explore how it works underneath. Explore how your computer operating system works. It might be Windows, it might be Mac OS. Push the buttons. You'll figure so much out by pushing buttons, reading what it says, maybe looking stuff up. And that's how you learn. Just this curiosity of how this system works. A lot of people in IT, a lot of coders, they're just interested in how these things actually work and how they can make them better and how can they improve them and work with them and like customize them their way. That's a big kind of techie thing to do. What else have I done for jobs? I can tell you a little bit about that. I've some interesting things. So like I've been flown to Hawaii just to talk about a certain software that the team that I worked with was building. So like they flew me to Hawaii. I stood there. Behind me was a backdrop of this software with some pictures, and I just demoed the software. Pretty cool. I flew to California. They sent me probably bunches and bunches of boxes, essentially 40 workstations, but all in pieces. And I had to set it up. I had to set up all the pieces. I had to take the processors and the RAM and the motherboards and screw down the motherboards into the case and put in the RAM, put in the processors, make sure I didn't screw up anything, make sure they all worked. Installed them in this doctor's office. I had to run a couple networking cables because there weren't enough. So I ran the networking cables. I had to set up the server. I had to install the software on that. And then I was there, and guess what? I'm the person that knows how to use the software for this medical software that we were selling. So I was also the trainer. So I had to like sit down with doctors and medical staff and show them how to use this software. So just in my experiences, I've had to do a whole lot of stuff with computers. So you learn bunches of stuff with computers. You learn the networking and how to connect them together. You learn how to install certain software and kind of set it up in the specific way that makes it the best for that group of people that are using it. You learn about training. Right now I'm a teacher. I'm just pretty much a trainer. I'm showing people that are interested in technology how to like get into the field. And like, how do we learn? We tear stuff apart and we set it up and we try to, write code or make websites in the way that someone would really be doing that in a job. That's how I teach. That's how I train. But then at the same time, I also have written code, right? You actually make instructions to the computer, and then the computer will follow those instructions, and it will do what those instructions do, and it won't get tired. It won't talk back to you. It just does it. So like I said, at midnight, I could have these 30 lines of code run, and it could back up every computer in that business, or it could back up a folder on every computer in that business. Or at midnight, it could start updating all the computers. So you don't have to go to every machine and like update the software, because you're really supposed to update the software. The security team, which is another specialty. They always want you to keep your software up to date, because that's where they put in security patches and they make sure they close off bugs and security vulnerabilities. So they always say, update it. Well, sometimes if you have thousands of machines, it takes a while to update them. So you can write code and you can use software that does it for you. Again, something else an IT person would do. So again, I know it's difficult to figure out what you want to do. But if you're the kind of person that like really just enjoys tinkering around with computers and understanding how things work, you should at least check out, computer technology careers as a path, because it is fun. It changes every day. There's always something new. The only downside is if you're the computer person, you might get a call. You're going to get a call. You're going to be on call because someone out there is not going to know how to fix that printer. They're not going to know how to get that code to work. And if you're the specialist, they're calling you. But guess what? That's your way of kind of giving back and helping these organizations and these people to get their job done better and to work together easier. That's what technology does. It helps us all work together and communicate and get our jobs done more effectively. So I wish you guys all the best. Take care and good luck choosing what you might want to do after high school. Okay, see ya.